Hey everybody, good morning. It's Gary from Constricted and Addicted. Had a couple of snakes shed over the last couple of days, so I figured today would be a good video to display them. First one obviously is going to be my Argentine Boa Constrictor Artemis. This guy right here is, I'm going to say it, my favorite boa constrictor, but he's really going through some change in colors and his appearance. And I tell you what, this guy right here has just been, I mean, like I said, I've done quite a few videos on my Argentine, and watching this guy grow up and become the boa constrictor that he is, he's just so personable now. I mean, compared to when I first got him, compared to, everything about this guy right here has just been such a joy to go through. And he was quite irritated, I shall say, when he showed up from Florida. He was purchased from Craig Terry at Indian River Constrictors, and I've had a couple of boa constrictors, actually 3 boa constrictors in my collection I have purchased from Craig. And every one of those boa constrictors have just been wonderful animals to add to my collection. I'll be doing another video here on my Call Albino shortly. So, and that's another constrictor that I got from Craig Terry. So this guy right here is just so beautiful. He had a lot of pinks to him when I got him, and that was one of the reasons I believe Craig held him back, was because he wanted to raise him up. And I maybe he thought that this boa was going to retain some of that pink for a while. And with every shed, I'm going to tell you, the pink is going away. But I personally, I like the black and white Argentine. I really like the way his colors are going. And I don't know, I'm going to kill this light right here. I got a light on right here. And maybe that will kind of help show off his color schemes and just how beautiful he is becoming. And like I said, every shed this guy does, he gets a little darker and a little darker, and he's got such great temperament on him. He's a great eater. Tomorrow is my feeding day, so I might do a video on that as well. But I wanted to get him on camera and show him off before we do the feeding. So because I don't handle my animals for a couple of days after they feed, and usually I have absolutely no problems with any of these guys and feeding. So Artemis was born in 2020, so if you look, he's a pretty good sized Argentine, so I have reason to believe that he is going to be a good-sized Argentine boa constrictor. Most Argentines, from what I understand, can get up to 8 feet long, sometimes exceeding 10 feet long. And I don't know if that's going to be Artemis's case, but he's definitely got the potential right now at not even being a year old, or I take that back, just being over a year old, because I believe he was born in June of 2020. And looking at the size that he's already got on him, he's definitely has the potential to be a larger snake. So I've ordered a 8-foot enclosure for him back in, I want to say May, that I've checked on from AP Cages. If you guys know, I've got a lot of AP Cages, and at some point in time, all of my enclosures for my animals will be switched over to AP Cages. But they take forever. I just talked to them a couple of weeks ago, and they said hopefully by the end of October they will be shipping out 3 more cages for me. And I've got probably 10 more at least to buy. So I was going to order 5 more, but I've got some stuff going on, so I'm going to hold off on ordering those. I've got plenty of time to get them here. So here is Artemis. I'm going to give you a little bit of some shots of him, and what a beautiful, beautiful boa constrictor occidentalis. And here is my VPI albino that I purchased from John Chosmer Reptiles, I believe it's called. I'm not certain, but I've seen some of his animals posted on Instagram from Ben over at Ben Cincy Snakes. And this guy here has got some amazing color. Even before his first shed, obviously, but now it's even more. It's just more vibrant. He's a super clean VPI boa constrictor. And he was born this year. He's one of my 2021s. And I picked him up in September. So I know I did a video, and I take that back. I did a video, right? And I don't know what happened. One of the videos was deleted. So I had this information about the VPI in that video. I went and even posted it on YouTube. I didn't realize it. And I don't know, something really strange happened to it. So I'm going to have to redo a video that it was basically some of the 2021 purchases that I've done this year. And, this is Orion. Orion is one of my 2021 purchases. I had actually purchased him while I was out on tour with my band, and I was fortunate enough to be able to have him picked up about a week after I had gotten back. And just one of the amazing boas that I have in my collection, as far as boa imperator, that has amazing coloration, marking, and patterns on him. And definitely, he's going to be one of these snakes that when he grows up, he's going to be amazing looking. I can't wait to watch the change that takes place with him as we grow up together. So this is Orion, my male VPI, which I hope to someday have some breeding with him. I purchased him specifically to mate up with my female IMG. Now, I am not a breeder. I've never bred a snake in my life. The only thing I do is I watch people on YouTube and I kind of learn, but the reality is that this is my hobby. This is, other than playing guitar, being in a band, doing that stuff, this is my hobby. This is what I love to do. This is where I spend my time when I'm not with my family. I spend it with my snakes. And I enjoy the company that they give me. I enjoy the interaction that they give me. And especially when we have babies like this and we bring them into our homes, and there's this like trust factor that starts to happen, and we start to build on that. And I love it. I love the interaction that I get from my boa constrictors. So this is Orion. Now here is a beautiful snake that was also recently added to my collection, and I wanted to include on this video. This is my Super Ghost Paradox Aries. He's my male Super Ghost that I got from a friend of mine, and this is another animal that I've been building my relationship with, and he's a little bit, cage defensive, I guess I'm going to call it. We're starting to learn each other. So when I open up the drawer, it's getting less and less. As a matter of fact, he didn't even bother me when I opened up his rack this morning. But he's definitely still a little flighty at first. When I get him out and handle him, he kind of wants to run, but he calms down pretty quickly. But he's just got some amazing color to him as well. And I mentioned that he is a paradox. So he is one of a kind. And my understanding of the paradox is when two genes come together and they break up. So he's got, I believe, Anri. And if you can see his tail, and it happens on other parts of his body, but that's where it's really noticeable. It's almost like the two patterns broke up and weren't able to come together. So he's very special to me in a couple of ways. And that is that number one, he was bred by a friend of mine. And her morph market is Herpnasium. She's got a couple of more of these on her page for sale. So if you want to check out a couple of super ghosts and some other reptiles that she has, check it out. Herpnasium on Morph Market. But she's a very good friend of mine, and we wheel and deal reptiles back and forth between the two of us. Also, a lot of our personal snakes in our collection, we each have the other gender for. So my male Argentine, she has a female Argentine. We both have Surinames. They're actually brother-sister. So these are animals that, in the future when they're old enough, we definitely are going to put them together to breed. And again, that's the future. My love, my interest, and my focus is just on the hobby right now and raising these guys up as best as I can. But this one here is very special because she bred him. This is part of her project, and it's just a very special thing for me because we're such good friends. So he was born again in 2021. I don't think he's any more than 4 or 5 months old at this point in time, but a very inquisitive animal. And I don't know if you can get into his eyes, but he's got some of the neatest eyes that I've ever seen. They're almost like white with a black stripe, and it's very, very neat. So this is my Super Ghost Paradox Aries, and yeah, just a great snake. So get some more pictures of him, or get some more. He's getting a little flighty. That's okay.